All right, so obviously the next Nikke that is going to be coming out is going to be Arcana, and she, as we scroll up here, we can see her little stance. Looks pretty cool. The weapon actually looks pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. We can see here that she's gonna be Elysian. She's gonna be part of the best seller affiliation, and her weapon is gonna be a rocket launcher fortune teller. So she's gonna be a rocket launcher character. If we go over to Nikke and we go to best seller squad, it should be, it's just Phantom right now. All right, cool. So not a whole lot, you know, kind of figured and was hoping she was going to be with the bunny girls, but you know what, oh well, it's not really that big of a deal. Overall, the design actually looks really cool. I'm very interested to see what she actually does in game, and then eventually, you know, go ahead and test her out and just see what she really is all about. We can see here that is going to be going live on the 15th of May. So the time of recording, it is the 12th, so 3 days at the time of the recording of this video. But the more important thing is some news that we got a couple hours ago, and that is the official confirmation date for the Stellar Blade collab with Nikke, not in Nikke but in Stellar Blade itself. We can see here that it is available on PC June 11th 2025. We can see the PC port of Stellar Blade, and the Nikke collab, at least on Stellar Blade's side, is happening on the 11th of June. There'll also be a complete edition releasing on PS5 same day that will include all previous DLC, the Nier and Nikke collab, and a CD Kiefer costume in Nikke from whom they don't know. So interesting that with the complete edition on PS5 we're going to be getting a CD key for a costume for Nikke. It's going to be interesting. I would assume it's probably for Rappi, but you know, that's just my assumption. So that's all we have in regards to that. Obviously we know in Stellar Blade collab is going to be happening in June on Nikke's side as well. So having definitive confirmation date that Stellar Blade is going to be having their portion of the collab on the 11th of June gives us a little credence that, yeah, the whole collab is going to be happening early-ish, middle part of June. I don't think they would want these two to overlap. They would want them to be staggered a little bit, so I would assume that maybe like middle part of June is when we would be getting our collab, because you know that brings new characters, limited characters, keep in mind, that brings more costumes, brings a lot of stuff, and I think they have progressively learned their lessons from previous collabs, so it's going to be interesting to see how this collab does end up working.